All right, so I'm just going to jump into this. This is extremely scrappy. This is, and that's the point, right? So this is a video. Welcome, if you've never seen a video before. Wow, where have you been? But oh man, this is so scrappy. I've got to start again. No, I'm not going to start again. I'm going to tell you. I don't know who you are. Barely know who I am, about what is going to happen over the next 30 days. And part of me thinks that it's definitely going to happen, which is that I'm going to put a video up every day, a really scrappy video, one that is not well prepared. This is clearly not well prepared. One that is got a topic. I do have a topic today. The topic today is the importance of being scrappy. Oh, look how clever! Look what I did there. But also, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I suppose they're all going to be related to the topic of voice. And there's a reason why they're scrappy. There's a reason. I mean, I was about to have a shower and do my hair and then cut my beard and stuff because that's what I've used to do for years. If you look back at my YouTube channel, which is what this is on, maybe I'll publish it somewhere else and I'll be like, why did I say that? How dare it? You'll find that, I don't know, 7 years ago or something, I wrote a video about presents, and it's all sort of well rehearsed and all this sort of stuff. And that's what happened the last time I tried to, or various times when I've tried to launch more my voice business online, is that I've ended up becoming this like manufactured version of myself that isn't real. And so I have a plan for this video, by the way. This is not just rambling. And this is it, part in this section called what do I intend to do? So what I intend to do is that over the next 30 days, I'm going to post a video about something related to voice in a voice that is as close to my real voice as possible. So I've not warmed up my voice today. Terrible voice teacher there. But also, you know, to am. And that's it. That's all I've said. That's what I intend. But there is also the next section is to say what happens if it goes wrong. And I part of me, the little like the part of me that says, oh, don't know, this is you're terrible, you're really bad, you know what you're going to do, manage my inner critic, which usually is a bit more clear as a voice than that. But it's like it's going to go wrong. I'm not going to do it. I've got ADHD. One of the reasons that my voice business is like continually kind of what feels like it's sort of it's taken off and then it's crashed and it's taken off and it's crashed. But it's not crashed actually. It's just sort of evaporated multiple times over the last 10 years since I've had a voice business, and it's because of the cycle of ADHD. Where I'll go, okay, I'm going to do this thing. It's going to be really good. I'm going to do it, and then everything's, and then I'm going to do this, and then it's going to, and then I burn out. That's another reason why this is scrappy. I'm not even going to edit this one. I'm just going to chuck it up, and people who want to watch it, great, and people who don't can do whatever I don't know. Do I swear? Whatever the hell they want. I don't know. We'll find out if I can swear. I do swear quite a lot, so why not? It's a little part of my brain saying you're not allowed to swear online because it's not business acceptable. Why should you care about these videos? I don't know. But as a person who talks about authenticity, and I'm like, I shouldn't use the word authenticity, even though I'm a freaking researcher. I'm a voice researcher. I've gone through like the papers. There is a definite definition of authenticity, which I'm happy to like pull out. Maybe one of the videos will be about that, about like what is authenticity within the nature of all of the different research fields that talk about authenticity. Maybe I talk about that at some point, but I feel bad about using the word authenticity because every time I use it, people are like, well, that's just a buzzword and it doesn't really mean anything, but it does mean something. That's why they use the word. That people have gone away and they've gone, well, we're going to say that we're authentic when they clearly aren't. That is a different question. That was what we might call a rant, totally off the top of my head. But I'm also doing these videos because I'm restarting my research. So I'm doing an MA in voice, which is a practice research MA, in that I'm using my voice teaching as a vehicle to do the research into, in my case, neurodivergent masking at the moment, and voice, and how that was the intersection between neurodivergent masking and voice. And I'm gonna tell you that I feel pretty stuck because I started that research study back in April. It's now November, and I'm looking back on it, and it's talking about business, and it's talking about bringing authenticity to business. And there's a great part of my brain that's just like, I don't think that businesses want authenticity. I don't even know if I want to teach businesses. I don't know who I want to teach. I quite like teaching actors. I'd like teaching clowns. I like teaching people who are actually interested in their own voices. But also, it feels like a heavy thing to try and go back into. Anyway, so this is a 5-minute video now, as I can see from the timer, and I'm not going to let it run on too much, because clearly the purpose of this video is just to say it is important in this life to allow ourselves, I hope, to be scrappy. And this is possibly one of the most scrappy videos that I will have ever posted on the internet, apart from all the ones that I put on Instagram, which, in fact, in my stories are often the ones that people quite like. So here's a balance. The more like well-formed and carefully rehearsed my things, the less people are interested in them. And the more absolutely train wrecks of a video that I put out, that's just me walking along talking, people are like, oh, I really engage with that. My thesis is that people want more of the latter, because we live in a world where everything is turning to AI now. People are writing things in AI. They're then just saying the things that AI has told them to write, which is statistically created to be a sort of not like an average of everyone. It's not, it's not got personality. You could tell it to be personality filled, but it's a lie. And then people learn how to communicate in the world of in everything, in business, in even in acting, in the world, we go out and get told how to communicate, and so everyone ends up kind of sounding like each other out of fear of being different. And I am a very different person, but whenever I try to launch my business, voice business online, well, I've got sucked into that hole as well. I'm looking at my notes here, and I don't know what it says. A journey to explore who I am. Is it? Is that what this is? We're going to stop in a second. And do you want to follow these videos? So if I, by some amazing chance, manage to actually send the video for 30 days, which, I don't know, 50-50. Don't know whether on one hand it could work. On the other hand, I've got ADHD and I get distracted. But if you want to follow these, do whatever you want. You can sign up. You can subscribe if you're on YouTube. You can click the bell button. Apparently that won't make any difference. So if for some reason you want to watch these things, just come back every so often and have a look at a video. Like, be your own person. Actively take charge, I suppose is the word, of your own self. Anyway, that was a bleeding scrappy video. I'm going to upload it like this. It's going to look the most unprofessional thing I've probably ever put on this channel. And maybe it will be the only video I managed to ever create. And this idea disappears. Or maybe we'll end up with 30 days of videos that are actually about what I believe about voice and why I do it. Or teaching things. Or there's a load of stuff I'd quite like to teach, and why not put them out in videos? There's loads of techniques and skills, and we'll see, basically. I'm not going to restrain myself, because every time I go into the world of business, and is this business? I suppose I have a business as a voice coach, then I get derailed by trying to do it the right way. So I'm not going to try and do it the right way. I'm just going to do something, and then we'll see what happens. And if you like it, well, that's your problem.